The setup for this video is so horribly unstable that I am convinced it's gonna crash any minute now, but we're doing it. So I found this thing somewhere of like a have you ever played or have you ever done said thing in a show. Now I have not been in many shows, none of them have been professional I think, but I'm still gonna answer it and see where we go. Now this is limited to theatre, but I'm going to include sort of film and TV because I've done a few short films and I've been on TV once, long story. I did make a video about it. Anyway, it's very unimportant, but that's what I'm gonna answer these questions about. Have I ever played a murderer? Multiple times on film. Have I ever played a victim? No, I've never been dead. Have I ever played a male character? I don't think so, which seems a little strange because I feel like I must have at some point in my life, but can't remember ever playing a male character. Have I ever played a female character? Yes. Have I ever been a stage manager? No, but I have so much respect for stage managers, you have no idea. Have I ever worn fake eyeglasses on stage? Not on stage, but I have in a film, and I did talk about this way back in July Favourites, I think of last year. I loved those glasses. I think they're still somewhere in Australia, and I should get them if I ever go back. Have I ever worn contact lenses? No, I don't have glasses, so I don't need contact lenses. Have I ever been in a stage fight? Yes. It was terrible because it was again on film and it was many years ago and no one knew what they were doing. It was very unrealistic. Have I ever missed a cue? Not that I can think of. Have I ever touched someone else's prop? I'm sure I have. I can't remember it, but I'm sure I have. Have I ever been in a musical? You know it. Have I ever been in a Shakespeare production? No. Have I ever forgotten a line on stage? Not that I can think of, but I'm sure I have. I've no doubt. Have I ever forgotten a prop on stage? No. Have I ever had a wardrobe malfunction on stage? Not so much a wardrobe malfunction. Yes, I did. I did. On my last show of Little Mermaid, I was wearing this huge dress. Massive, ridiculous, crazy. And it was with a huge hoop skirt underneath, or like one of those things. And the thing that was going over that hoop skirt, I think, came loose because it was like Velcro, and I think it just like untucked because we were all stepping on each other's dresses. And so it was right at the bow, so it was the very last thing. And so I'm just like holding my hands here, just bowing and like trying to walk backwards without tripping over it even more. And it was stressful because I was like, I don't want the hoop skirt to be revealed to everyone. Not that it would have shown anything, it was just this one big white poofy thing that was as big as 3 people. Have I ever been injured during a show? Not that I can think of. Have I ever had a nosebleed on stage? No, and I've never experienced anyone having one, and I don't want to ever experience anyone having one. Have I ever played a musical instrument for a show? I played the triangle in Guys and Dolls. It was the most known role in existence. As soon as the show ended, everyone was talking about the triangle girl. That was me. I love that because we were doing Follow the Fold and I got to like play my instrument, so it was follow the fold and stray no more, ding! And I had so much fun. Have I ever made noise backstage during a show? I don't think so. I've always been that person to be like, shh, they can hear us. Have I ever cut my hair for a show? I have not, but I have seen someone cut their hair for the same show I was in. That was fun. Have I ever played a child? Interestingly, I don't think I have. I mean, I've been a child in shows, but not played a child. Does that? Well, I guess then I have. Have I ever played a lawyer? No. Have I ever played a doctor? Yes. Have I ever played a villain? Yes. Multiple times when I played the murderer. Have I ever choreographed a show? No. Have I ever directed a show? Technically yes, but it was a monologue, so it wasn't like a full show, it was just me performing, directing myself. And I had help, it wasn't just me. Have I ever done lighting or sound design? I did. Again, for that same monologue, I did sound design. And that was hard because I was using music from Swan Lake and I was using music from something else and I can't remember what, and I had to try and like interweave them, and it was hard. I literally fixed it up the night before my show. It was stressful because it had to be timed perfectly because I was the only one doing the show, so there was no one doing the sound, so it wasn't like they could pause it and play it. It had to be one track and I just had to stick to it, and that wasn't fun. Have I ever gotten a bad review? No, but that's because nothing I've ever done has gotten proper reviews, so didn't get any good ones either, aside from my triangle work. Very important stuff. Have I ever worked with animals? No! Have I ever improvised a cover for another actor? I have, but I can't remember sort of the story or why or what happened. I just remember that I did need to do it once. Have I ever performed in outdoor theatre? No. First role. I want to say it was that TV show I was on, which wasn't really a role, but we'll call it child interviewer. Favorite role. Oh, that's a tough one because I loved the Baskerville just because I loved the cast and everything about it. I loved being a princess as well in Little Mermaid because that sounds so stupid. I loved being a princess. No, I was in a group of 6 and we had one scene that was sort of our scene, and it was just so much fun, and we again became quite a nice group, and the one scene we did was so much fun, and I don't know, I just made really good friends that year as well. I don't know, I've just enjoyed every role I've done. Oh, and I loved Tiggy. Tiggy Entwistle has become me. Like, I am so obsessed with cacti, I can't even begin to explain it. Except through that monologue. Ugh, I love that monologue. Most recent role would be, I think, Dr. Mortimer. I don't think I've played anything since then. Dream role, Eponine from Les Miserables, Veronica from Heathers, Zoe Murphy, Dear Evan Hansen. I've forgotten her name, but the daughter in Next to Normal. I think it's Natalie, but I don't know why I'm saying that. That could be completely wrong. I think those 4 are probably my first 4. I love that they're all quite troubled characters. Okay, I think that was it. I really enjoyed doing this. I'm not going to enjoy editing it anywhere near as much because it's 15 minutes long at the moment, so that's going to be a fun challenge. But by the time this goes out also, I'll probably have played another role. Like, I'm pretty sure, I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, I remember when I improvised. I did a scene with a friend. It wasn't a proper show, but I did a scene with a friend from Proof, which is an amazing play, by the way, and she was not prepared, no offense to her, but she knew it. She didn't care about it. She had her lines in her hand. She didn't know what she was doing. And so I was the one who really cared. This was many years ago. And yeah, I had to improvise quite a bit then. Anyway, that's it. Goodbye. And I will see you. Who knows when? Who goes there? That's definitely not the line. Bye.